Right, we're back at UCL and we've got some people from Kingston University who are going to come and talk to us about what's happening there. So, what is happening at your university?
Well, there is a relatively small group of people meeting, and we want to learn from the experiences of the occupations in bigger universities in London. There is a degree of militancy at Kingston, not just in the university, but also definitely in the further education colleges and the local secondary schools. And we had quite a large march on Wednesday, where we got a lot of students to leave university, to leave schools, and to walk through the town and to protest. And it's something that we want to build upon. But
how did the police react to that?
Well, the police, there was certainly a lot of them there, but perhaps wisely they kept away from the demonstration. We had a sit-down protest in the roundabout, and we briefly went into a school grounds, and the police were not very obvious for their presence, put it that way.
Okay, so you've come here to University College London, and what do you think what's happening here?
It's obviously a very different kettle of fish to what's happening in Kingston. I don't have many other standards of comparison, so maybe you do.
I think it surprised me how well organised it is. It surprised me how many people seem to know so much about direct action, about organising meetings, and also there's a real cooperation there. It doesn't seem to be one person or one small group running everything, and we'd like to learn from this, definitely. I don't know how they learned it. They must have learned through doing, which is the best way.
I've heard some rumours that there's some climate campers here and they have long experience of doing things like that.
Okay, well that explains it then. I wish I'd paid more attention to climate camp issues.
Okay, so what are you guys going to do next?
What are we going to do next?
What are we going to do next?
We're here to find out. Well, I think we'll be continuing meeting to communicate with us. Many of us are postgraduate students or part-time students, so we're not on campus every day. So we have to arrange alternate structures of communication, online, meeting up, maybe central London. We're going to protest the local MP, Ed Davey, who's a Liberal Democrat minister, and try and keep him to his pre-election.
So this is an office occupation, you mean?
Well, I couldn't possibly say that, but I roll nothing in and nothing out, put it that way.
Okay, if people want to get in touch with the more radical verse people in Kingston, how would they get in touch?
How do they get in touch? We have a Facebook page called the Kingston Education Activist Network, and from that you can contact the people, the admins of that, and ask for email addresses as well. But the Facebook page is the first port of call.
Fantastic. And do you think this student unrest might grow into something bigger, or do you think it's just going to fizzle out?
I think a lot will depend on what goes on in the rest of London and the country. What I would say is that so far we've been surprised by the success of the various demonstrations, the size of the turnout, and the success of the little actions that we've undertaken. I mean, even a few weeks ago, people were very tentative about what they were planning on doing, and at the moment, it's gone beyond expectations.
I think as well, people always predict the revolution and are frequently disappointed. Having said that, I've been in some anti-war marches before, and I think there's something new in these marches. There's almost more anger about what's happening now, and I think the government are weaker than they appear. Certainly, the Liberal Democrat half is a lot weaker than it appears.
Okay, so talk of revolution. Looking at all the videos, it does look a little bit like that, but UK isn't really a revolutionary state. So, just to remind us, how can people get in touch with you guys? Just finally,
Kingston Education Activist Network Facebook page. Contact any of the admins on there, and we have email lists as well.